Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ESNC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. It does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Crazy price movement today. Not only that, but you look down here at the volume and well above average volume on the day. So a lot of eyeballs on this one, and let's map out some levels of support and resistance. Now, a pretty interesting pattern here has taken shape. And, this will mean a little bit more to those you that have traded for a while. But if you have, then you know that when stocks get beat down in a hurry, especially in this price range, they can produce some interesting bounces. But it always becomes a question of, well, it's got to at least look like maybe it's putting in a bottom before it can bounce. And it does look like this could potentially be a bottom. Because, yeah, the price has started to go sideways. And again, this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have traded for a while. But I'm sure some of you have seen stocks that gap down. And then after that gap down, they just do this the entire day. Just bleed and bleed and bleed the entire day. But that wasn't the case here. It did start to go sideways. Now, with all that being said, and I really wish I could say trading was this easy, just because the price got beat up and then eventually started to go sideways does not mean that this is for sure the bottom and that for sure a bounce is going to occur. Now, would it be shocking if a bounce occurred? No, that would not be shocking, but myself nor anyone else can sit here and say that for sure a bounce is going to play out. But if this is any sort of bottom, well then by definition, it kind of needs to just stay the bottom. In other words, the price needs to stay up here above that 6 cent mark, which is essentially where the buyer stepped in enough to stop the bleeding that had occurred. So 6 cents is going to be that key level of support going forward. Now, in the event this is some sort of bottom and the price is going to start to bounce, where some of these key levels of resistance at? Initial area of resistance is nothing fancy other than right here at 8 cents. 8 cents important because that's where this late day upwards movement tried to get started, and actually on 3 separate occasions the price tried to get up through 8 cents and couldn't quite do it. So 8 will be that initial area that the price will need to fight through if this thing is going to get any sort of momentum on the bounce. Next key overarching level of resistance after that up there at 10 cents. So quite the interesting setup going forward. Again, by no means am I saying this is for sure the bottom, but it's at least a rational thought to have that it is the bottom. Case in point, if the price was still just going straight down right now and I said, this could be the bottom, that would just not make any sense. But with the price going sideways, not a guaranteed bottom, but at least a rational thought to have. So we'll see if the bulls can generate some sort of bounce or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.